It's complicated, but it's actually really straightforward, and it's going to come in really handy. It makes our programs much more easy to read. Imagine you've got a tuple of currencies. Remember, this is how we can create a tuple. You can put the brackets in here, or not if you don't want to. You can, just like you do currencies equal 0.8, 1.2, you can do USD EUR equal currencies. And what this means is we're going to get the first value of the tuple and put it into a new variable called USD. And we're going to take the second value of the tuple and we're going to put it into a new variable called EUR. So you can imagine that 0.8 is the United States dollars conversion rate and 1.2 is the euro conversion rate from pounds, of course. So this is called destructuring. It is taking a tuple, such as our currencies tuple, and turning it into multiple variables by this method. It's particularly interesting when you've got something like a list of tuples. Say, a list where the elements are all your friends' names and ages. Rolf 25, Anne 37, Charlie 31, and Bob 22. Here we've got a list with 4 tuples, and each tuple has a name and an age. Traditionally, we could do something like this, for friend in friends, and we could print the friend. Now, if we run this, you'll see that Python prints out each of the tuples. However, using destructuring, we can take directly, instead of friend, the name and the age. And what Python does is, it says, okay, each friend is a tuple, so we can just take the name and the age as the first and second element of the tuple. And then you can print something like name and age. So this looks a little bit nicer, but of course we can use them inside an F string if we prefer. And that will be even nicer. The reason I'm showing you this is because this stuff here, destructuring inside a for loop, is something we're going to use in future videos, and it also makes your programs easier to read. If you didn't do this, you would have to do for friend in friends, and then name age equal friend. Or, even worse, name equal friend 0 and age equal friend 1. These are all equivalent. I will just keep them here for you. So these are equivalent, but of course this is much longer, this is slightly shorter, and just putting that here is the shortest of them all, and also the most readable once you know what it means. You do have to know what it means before this makes any sense, of course, but when it does, you'll see that, okay, each element in friends has 2 values, name and age, and we can extract them from the tuples as we iterate. Again, that process is called destructuring, so I hope you've learned something. In the future, we'll make more use of this. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you.